PWCC is a great way to sell your sports cards. If you're looking for a way to support the Cajun Cardboard YouTube channel, consider using the promo code Cajun, all caps, C-A-J-U-N, when you're selling your cards on the PWCC marketplace. Hey guys, Brian with Cajun Cardboard, coming at you from the great state of Louisiana, and today I've got a video that I never planned on doing, but I've gotten a lot of comments, a lot of feedback after the very first video from the MJ hierarchy regarding Tier 1. A lot of people were asking both myself and Josh, hey, why don't you ever talk about the value of any of these cards? And I didn't want to muddy up the conversation because I don't really think that the hierarchy project is necessarily about the value of the cards. I mean, we can go through, or anybody can go through and look up the value of any of these cards on Card Ladder, Market Movers, or 130 Point, or eBay Sold, or whatever they want if you search hard enough. But I did want to put this video out. This video is going to be just me solo. It's just me by myself. And I kind of went through Tier 1, all 27 cards, and I found out what about the average price that I would estimate the average grade of one of these Tier 1 grails would sell at if it were to sell tomorrow at open auction, just to kind of put a dollar figure on the value of the this picture that you're looking at on your screen. So there's your picture, right? You guys, if you're watching this, hopefully you also saw the introduction video that released on July 5th, and hopefully you saw the first video that released on July 10th with Josh Dawson and I talking about Tier 1. By the time you see this video, you will have also seen a video with me and Nat Turner discussing Tier 1, and then maybe even another video with Josh Dawson and I beginning the conversation about the first picture of Tier 2, which is 54 cards. This video today is just me kind of spitballing what I think the value approximately of these cards is. Please don't get hyper technical with me. Please don't shoot the messenger. I think I'm going to be relatively close. It's impossible to guess because some of these cards, you never see them come up for sale, and then sometimes the price disparity between a PSA 7 and a PSA 10 is inordinate. It is drastic, it is massive, and it's a sweeping change in the value. So I've kind of taken an average, like, you know, I took like a BGS 8 and an 8.5 and kind of found out what I think for a PMG Red. I really had to guess on the Essential Credentials Now because I've never seen one sell. I really had to guess on the PMG Green because we have never even seen one sell for $1 million, but we know damn well if that card hits open auction, it is selling for way more than $1 million. So I've had to guess on some of these. So again, just relax on the values. I am not putting my name on record that this is what the cards would sell for. I just wanted a roundabout estimate and then throw all of it into a pot and, you know, add up those 27 figures and see what this picture is worth. Because a lot of people, you know, everybody's interested in the videos just from a card collector perspective and from a card knowledge and wanting to learn more about Michael Jordan's, you know, 27 of his best cards. And again, not his best 27, just the 27 that I thought demand, scarcity, value, and aesthetics that I chose for the top 27. So let me pull you over to a spreadsheet and let's get cranking, and we'll kind of go back and forth. Again, I'll kind of talk my way into how I came up with these averages. So we'll start on the first row, top left, and work our way across, moving down the middle and then down to the other side. I probably should have printed this out, but I've got a little handy dandy spreadsheet that I came up with real quick. And this is kind of what I got on that top row. I estimated the PMG Green to be worth about $1.75 million. Could I be convinced that it would be 1.5? Sure. Could I be convinced that it would be less than $1 million? Absolutely not. Because we know the last one sold for $900,000 and it was a little while ago. And I have on very good knowledge that there are people out there that will unquestionably hand over $1 million if another graded PMG Green does happen to hit the open market and it's a, you know, verified, authentic, has a numerical grade from PSA or BGS. That is definitely well over $1 million. I think the card would probably go somewhere around 1.75. If you wanted to argue 1.5, fine, but it ain't going to be much lower than that. That's just my opinion. The Metal Universe PMG Red, a card I'm familiar with. You know, I'm an owner of one of those cards. I got in here an average of $400,000 for like a BGS 8.75. Okay, so That's kind of a tough one because the BGS 8 sells for this, the BGS 9 sells for this, and we can kind of put some of this stuff into Card Ladder. If we got Michael Jordan, 1997, metal, red, BGS, and we just kind of plug that in there. Most of them are BGS graded. You know, you'll see, look, the last, that's price, so that's the highest ever sold. Here's recent. So you can see 360 for a BGS 8, 420, 564 for an 8.5. So I kind of took an average of those three. It's not even going to be an exact science, but I'll put about 400,000. I wanted to estimate a little bit low, so I think I put 400 for the PMG Red. For the Metal Universe Championship, you drop down to about 250, and then for the 1998 Metal Universe PMG, you drop down to about 150. Again, average grades considering 8.5, 8.75, 8.25, something like that. I know those quarter grades, you know, they don't exist for Beckett, but if they did, that's just kind of merging those prices together and doing my best, because again, like sometimes it's been years since some of these cards came up. Sometimes it's been 7 months, but a lot of stuff changes in 7 months. Sometimes cards will go up in 7 months. Sometimes they're going down. You never know. The Molten Metal Fusion, the big boy card, right? 200,000 I've got on there for the estimate for that. I haven't really, Fusion, Titanium /40, and we're doing this impromptu. Nobody can accuse me of not being spur of the moment and not being prepared, of being prepared. I'm not. I'm doing it right now. We're doing it together. 194, 216, 208. So how fair is that? 200,000 seems fair to me. Essential Credentials now. This is the big boy, right? This is the one that Nat's going to show on Wednesday, July 12th at 5 p.m. Central Time when we talk about the Tier 1 cards that he owns. You know, if you missed that episode, or if you missed any episodes regarding the MJ Hierarchy project, don't panic. Go back, start from the very beginning. They're going to appear in order in my playlist. I have a specific playlist dedicated strictly to this project, all 13 tiers. Every single card, 27 cards per picture in all 4 tiers. I said 13 tiers. 4 tiers, I'm sorry. 4 tiers, 13 pages. Tier 1 is 1 page. Tier 2 is 2 pages. Tier 3 is 3 pages, which is 81 cards. And then Tier 4 is all of the rest of the pages. But the credential, you know, the credentials now is serial number to 9. It's the other green. I'll put on there 1.5. It's just as rare. Technically, it's one rarer. It's 10% rarer than the PMG green, if rarer is a word. So I'll put 1.5 on there. Let me know in the comments if I'm off on that. If you think it would be lower, let me know. But it's a pretty damn big card. And then the 97 Essential Credentials Future, right? We're talking about this one right next to it. Here's the 2 Essential Credentials, the green and then the, I guess it's almost like a maroon, red, and purple, which is an eyesore in my opinion. I'm sorry. I like it. It's different. It's unique. And it's like, what the hell am I looking at? But that's not color match, right? Ultra modern select collectors who like to color match their parallels would not be happy with that one. But those 2 cards, serial number to 9, serial number to 72, I estimated on that one 110,000. In fact, I estimated that because I was recently offered one for 110,000. I think I could have scooped it up for a little bit less, but we'll put 110 on the average price for there. And it did sell for 110 as far as I know, but correct me if I'm wrong, those of you out there who know about that private sale. But this just happened last week. It was an Essential Credentials Future number to 72. The Star Quest Gold, I've got 80,000 on here, and this one's a little bit trickier because if we plug this in, Star Quest Gold 50, the most recent one that sold, I did something wrong because it's not numbered to 50, it's numbered to 100. That's what I did wrong, and there's no space. There we go. It sold for 93,000, but it was a PSA 10, but it was a very off-center PSA 10. So I wasn't really sure. If you want to go find the last time one sold, you're going back to 2018. Look on your screen. 2018, guess what it sold for? Gulp, $4,573. That's frightening. 93,000 just a month ago for the 2 months ago now. Geez, it's been 2 months. Time's flying for the last PSA 10. So I put on here an average of 80. I think if a PSA 8 showed up, which is about the average, or a BGS 8.5, I think it would sell for about 80 grand, maybe 70 grand, something like that. That's my estimate. Finest die cut gold embossed refractor, I got 50 grand on there. That is a very safe estimate. There's actually been more than I thought sales of that card, so I got 50 on that one. The Playmakers Theater is one that swings very wildly, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Watch this. Michael Jordan, Playmakers 100, boom. So I did something wrong. I spelled Playmakers wrong. What did I do? Oh, it's a bunch of the retro crap. Okay, so here's one, 84,000 for a BGS 9. That was just a couple months ago, 4 months ago. Sorry, that's a BGS 8.5. No, it's a BGS 9.5. Sorry, I'm trying not to click into it. There it is, 9.5. That's what the card looks like, right? Beautiful card. The 9.5 sold for $84,000. The 8.5 sold for $33,000 just a month before that. So big, wide, sweeping disparity. I just kind of split the difference and came up with $50,000 for the Playmakers Theater. Again, we can't get precise with this, so I could have done two columns of what it would sell, what everything would sell for in a 9.5, what everything would sell for in an 8. But again, that's not really. It's just to give you guys an idea of all these big boy cards. If you did want to go rank these cards from value, this will be a little bit helpful. Again, I'm not sure how helpful this is and who's got how much money laying around, but we're talking about monsters. The Jordan I put on there 160 about for his PSA 10. We got plenty of data points to put that one down. The 1997 Ultra Stars Gold, number 1. I've got an asterisk here on the pack odds. It's in Series 1 of Ultra. I've got 28.8 because I think it's incorrect on Beckett, and I think it's incorrect on a lot of places. And I've actually seen, somebody showed me the wrapper. It's actually 1 in 144, I think is what it was, or 1 in 1,440, and not actually 1 in 2,880 or something. I can't remember. But the odds have always been a little bit questionable on that. I've got an asterisk to cover my butt, but I think it's a 1 in 28,800 pack odds, and I'll let the cat out of the bag. You'll see it on a mail day coming up very soon. I actually just picked up a quad gem, BGS 8.5, 9.5, sorry. So I picked up a real high-end copy of this card. It was a very big purchase. It's one of probably the 10 best cards in my collection, and it is really cool because I check off another Tier 1 Michael Jordan card on the 27 that you see on your screen. Of course, we're talking about this card right here, the Ultra Stars Gold right there. It's gold. It's embossed. It's Jordan shooting a layup with his white jersey on right there in between the Jordan 86 Fleer and the Slam Bams. What about the Slam Bams? Slam Bams, I got 40 on here. I feel like maybe a little bit more, but 40 was kind of a conservative guesstimate. That's a serial number to 100 card. Remember, we're going to talk about the BAMs as we get a little bit further down in the list. The 84 star 101 XRC or rookie card, depending on who you are or what you think about rookie cards for Jordan. One of those per Bulls team back, so no pack odds there, no series. It's just star. And $60,000 for that. And again, that was a really tough one because you got PSA now coming out the gates really hot, and now it's coming down. You got the BGS 8.5, the BGS 9.5 is like a myth, right? We don't see the 9.5. We'll never see a 9.5, or at least not more than once a decade. So you kind of got to figure out what grade you want to look up. The 8.5 is like 20-something thousand. The 9 jumps all the way to 60 or 70. So I've just got 60,000 on here. Sorry, that's one where I really had to guess. I mean, I think the 9.5 star might push $1 million. Am I crazy on that? Let me know in the comments. What would a BGS 9.5 star sell for? And again, keep in mind, come on, we'll do this together. Let's see. 1984 star 101 BGS 9.5. Card Ladder estimates 550,000. Man, I don't know. I think it would push a lot higher than that. And there's one reason. It's a pop 3. That's it. Look at the gem rate for PSA, 0. Look at the gem rate for Beckett, 0.26%. Dude, I mean, come on. That's 2.6 out of every 1,000 graded that grade a 9.5. You're talking about, 3 pop. Whereas if you go look at the, 86 Fleer, you're talking about a lot more. I think that card would push way, way, way over what Card Ladder is estimating. And again, Card Ladder covers themselves like I do with this little bar underneath here. You see this little bar? That's their confidence meter, right? Which says, they're not super confident because guess what? The last time one sold, it was in 2015. What else do we have? We have the Skybox Premium. We got Star Rubies, Star Rubies, Star Rubies, right? 97, 97, 98, all serial number to 50. I've got 70, 175, and 190, and they go in this order. 70 for the Team Skybox. It's perceived as a little bit lesser value, even though it's serial number the same. Personally, I think that Team Skybox is the best looking of the 3. That's just my personal opinion. I'm sorry. And then this is, I think, the weakest looking. And I'm saying that about a card that's worth $175,000. And then right next to it, I think this is probably the most highly sought after. Some people call it the gold, but it's the 1998 Star Rubies number 23. And it is, I've got that at about $190,000 on an estimate. After that, we've got the Grand Finale, which is a card I'm happy to own right here in a PSA 9. The Grand Finale is another one where it can skew one way or the other if you've got a really high-end copy or a or a PSA 8 copy or PSA 7 copy or BGS 7.5, something like that. 55 grand. I'm gonna put 55 grand on that grand finale. The jambalaya, I've got 28,000 on here. Obviously, a PSA 10 is gonna go for a whopper, right? And everybody knows which card I'm talking about when I talk about the jambalaya, not the retro, the original down here, bottom left corner, can't miss it. I keep calling it jambalaya. I think they intended for me to say jambalaya because you're talking about, the play on words with dunking and the food. I'm not really sure where those fit together, but let's plug in jambalaya Jordan BGS 9.5. Okay, so when we plug this in, 9.5 is a $40,000 card. The PSA 10 is a whale. It's a $51,000 card. If you get all the way down to like the BGS 9, you're down into like 16,000. It just sold for 16,000. I couldn't believe that. So it comes down really drastically based on the grade. And of course, if you look at the pop report, there's a reason, right? There's 14 PSA 10s, there's 43 9.5s, and then it just kind of goes down from there. So the number that I chose for the jambalaya was 28. I didn't know. I thought that was a pretty fair number, kind of a 9.25 average maybe. And then you got the Legacy Showcase collections. This is kind of revealing, and this is why I kept asking this question if you watch the videos. Do we need to put platinum medallions in here? Should we take out the Legacy collections numbered to 100 from 1997 or numbered to 150 from 1996 and replace them? Because you're talking about cards that are, again, we're talking about huge cards, okay? But I've got the grade for the price for an average grade. If you put a PSA 10 or a BGS 9.5 on any of these, the numbers that you see right here, 18,000 all the way down here to 7,500, those numbers inflate drastically, right? Because the grade does make a difference because you're getting into very rarefied air when you're talking about owning the best of one of these Legacy collections. But that's why I kept asking the question to Nat and to Josh and others, and I talked with others before I put this hierarchy together. Where does the Legacy collection fit in relation to the platinum medallions? What about some other cards in tier 2 that you guys are going to see over the coming weeks? What other cards from tier 2 could it be argued belong in here over the Legacy collections? Maybe only the row 0 Legacy collection 96 and 97 belong in here. I don't know. But if you look at the values, it's pretty clear that the row 0s are worth the most, at least based on my calculations and the data that I looked at. I do have average prices in here for average grades, 8.5, PSA 9 kind of grades. Obviously, if you throw a 10 on it, all hell breaks loose. But I was surprised to see that the 96 Flair row 0, came out at about $30,000. I was not expecting it to be that much more than the 97, which is actually serial number to a lower number. So this is kind of strange. And when we're talking about these legacies, here we go: 97 0, 1, 2, and 3, and then 96 0, 1, and 2. Remember, there's only 3 from 1996, but there's 4 from 97. They're serial number to 150 and 100 respectively. And then the last card is, good luck on this one. I'm trying to come up with a number. The starting 5. I put 50,000 on here. It's quite possible if you have two guys with FU money that want to put it on the table and go to war and fight over this, if it's a real copy. I know what you're going to know after watching the episode with Nat Turner. That's one. It only takes one more person in the world with FU deep pockets to say, that's my card, damn it, no matter what. And this 50,000 could be 250,000. Dude, I have no idea. I put 50,000 on here. In fact, that's probably very low, but let's stay conservative. When you add it all up, you come out with about just 1,000 shy of $5.5 million. So that's my best guess on what an average compilation of these 27 absolute bangers in average grades and average condition would be worth on the open market today. Again, in this hypothetical, obviously they can't all come to market at the same time because many of the bidders who would bid on these cards would like to bid on the other cards as well. So this is purely a hypothetical. This is purely my guess. I just wanted to put it together because I was curious, because somebody's like, how much is that picture worth? And I was like, I don't know, 10 million? I don't know. But it came out to about half. So it came out to about 5.5. If they were all in PSA 10s, I assure you it would be worth more than 10 million, much more. If it was all BGS 9.5, it would probably be worth more than 10 million. But, we're dealing in reality in our hypothetical, is, nonsensical as that sounds. So I think 5.5 million. Let me know. Let me know where I'm off on my numbers. I did it very quickly. I did not plan to do this video. I'm just filling some time and filling some gaps. There will be other videos coming out during this MJ Hierarchy project, but you're going to get one of these MJ Hierarchy videos probably 2 to 3 a week. week. So buckle up and enjoy. It's a fun project. I just now today, it's July 12th when I'm recording this, I just now finished the pack odds. I could not have done it without the incredibly helpful Josh Dawson. Josh and I together, we feel much dumber after doing the pack odds because we went through it and we were like, dude, what, am I crazy? Why don't these lists don't look right? These pack odds online don't look right. Beckett had some mistakes. I mean, we put effort into this. Now, here's the deal. It's not a zero-sum game. We are not going to get absolutely perfect pack odds. Let me take this off screen because this is important. Our pack odds list is not infallible, as I spelled it on the original introduction video. INFALLABUL. It's not infallible. There may be mistakes, and that's where you guys come in. The people that care about the cards the same way that I care about these cards. The people that care about the pack odds the same way Josh and I care about these pack odds. If you see a mistake in the pack odds, if you see a mistake in the title, please let us know. Just keep in mind, there was about 40 pack odds out of the 300 plus cards that we looked at where there was some ambiguity and we had to make a decision as to what they really were. So there will be some. There is actually some fancy math required because some of it's not just as easy as multiplying the number of cards in the set times the pack odds, to get the Jordan odds. Again, our pack odds list is going to be Jordan odds to get the Jordan, right? So if the Jordan appears in a Series 1, I don't need the pack odds for Series 2. I need the pack odds for the Series 1 because I'm trying to pull the Jordan that you're going to see on the screen. So that's something to keep in mind. We also, because I wanted it to be the greatest pack odds list ever put together. Again, not infallible, but I think you guys are going to be happy and you're going to be very impressed. And I am pretty close to going to print. And this is probably, well, I'll make the announcement later, but I'm going to put something together that's going to be available to the hobby, and it is going to be at no cost. And it's going to have the entire hierarchy pyramid on a nice high glossy poster board on the front. And then if you swivel it over on the back of that poster, you're going to have the pack odds for every single card and the name of every single card. So you guys can, I like that card, boom. It's hard to pull. Oh gosh, I probably shouldn't buy a box of Skybox Premium from 1998. Here's where I would find it if I did. It's in Series 1, Retail, Series 2, Hobby Only, Series 2, Cello, Series 1, Retail or Hobby, Jumbo Packs Only. Oh, it's not. It's released in a team bag. Okay. Oh, it's a special factory set. Okay. There's all kinds of stuff that goes into figuring out how to track down these beautiful cards that you see on your screen, and we're going to try to get as accurate as we can. But I'm going to put that out, and it's going to be made I'd love to have gotten the posters done before the National and handed it out to all you fine folks that are watching the videos. By the way, the first video already hit 2,000 views in right at 24 hours, which is not normal for my channel. So everybody who watched those videos, I appreciate it. I hope they're going to get better as we go along. Again, notwithstanding this video, which is just about money. I didn't want to make our other videos about money at all. I wanted it to be about the cards and let the cards and the people that have those cards tell those stories. So today's video was just about money. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to look in my YouTube description if you want to figure out a way to support the channel. I don't charge a monthly subscription. I want my content to be available to everybody. You can donate through PayPal to support the channel. You can use the PWCC affiliate link and save that as your favorite if you buy cards on the PWCC marketplace. I am an affiliate partner brand with them. Or you can use the promo code Cajun, CAJUN, all caps. If you ever submit cards, even if you're just putting them in the vault, use the promo code Cajun. It's right there. It's just part of it. It's 5 extra letters. Type it in, and I would appreciate you. And thank you for doing that. Also, before I forget, I always forget. Another, where am I going? Here we go. Another big time shirt. NBA Champs 2023 Nuggets Ninja Turtle. What the hell is happening on that shirt? If you want to blend pop culture with NBA basketball and then put it into the stretchiest, most delicious, warm pudding feeling shirt you've ever put on, go to homage.com. But don't just go to homage.com. Use the affiliate link. It's in my YouTube description. You can't miss it. Just go in there and click it and save that as homage. If you want to buy t-shirts for your kids, you want to buy t-shirts for a friend, for a birthday gift, they got a bunch of really clever, funny stuff in there. All the NBA Jam shirts I wear, I'll try to wear a different one of these each time, but I just put this shirt on. I literally took the hologram off this time so I didn't look like a dork. I just put this shirt on for the very first time. It feels like it's been in my closet for 2 decades. It is stretchy, it's breathable, it fits perfect. Look, the guns fit perfectly in there. Everything about this shirt is absolutely perfect, and everything that comes from Homage is just like this. So use my affiliate link if you're buying under Homage. That's another way you can support the Cajun Cardboard channel. Thank you guys for watching. So many more videos to come. I think we're going to get through we might get some tier 3 videos out before the National, but you'll be getting videos during the National as well. So stay tuned. Subscribe if you haven't, please. The subscriptions are going up. I think the Hierarchy Project's a big part of it. There's a lot of Jordan collectors out there who are just now discovering my big mouth from down here in Louisiana. And make sure you hit the bell icon for notifications. Most of the Hierarchy videos are coming out at 5 p.m. Like I said, 2 or 3 a week. Thank you guys for watching. Keep collecting. Stay positive in the hobby, and peace.